True hotel horror. Whispers from room 217. Miles Everhart needed silence. As a writer, deadlines haunted him more than any ghost story ever could. So, when he found the Rose Hill Grand and Old Mountainside Hotel with barely any online presence, it felt like fate. The pictures showed a grand yet forgotten building, wrapped in mist, with Victorian windows and antique charm. It was isolated, quiet, perfect. When he arrived, the receptionist barely looked up. Her name tag read Esther, and her hands trembled slightly as she slid him the key to room 217. "You're the only guest tonight," she mumbled without meeting his eyes. "Breakfast at 8, if you make it," he laughed, thinking she was joking. The bellhop, young, pale, silent, led him to the room, refusing to step inside. Room 217 was outdated but clean. Heavy drapes blocked out the forest view, and the furniture smelled faintly of lavender and old wood. Miles set up his laptop and tried to write, but a strange pressure filled the air, like being watched. That night, he awoke at 2:53 a.m. to a sound of gentle humming, like a lullaby, coming from the bathroom. At first, he thought it was a phone ringing in another room, but as he got up, he realized it was coming from the mirror. Standing in the doorway, he saw only himself in the reflection. But behind his reflection, there was movement. A shape, a little girl in a white nightgown, her hair covering her face, standing impossibly still. He spun around. No one. When he looked back, the mirror was fogged, and written in the condensation were the words, "Don't turn around again." The next day, Miles asked Esther if there had been any deaths in the hotel. Her reply was cold. Room 217 should never be used. The system messed up. It wasn't supposed to be rented. When he pressed her for answers, she simply said, "She attaches to those who see her." That evening, Miles noticed changes in the hallway. The portraits on the walls now had their eyes scratched out. The old grandfather clock near the stairs ticked backward, and someone had slipped a note under his door. "The mirror lies, but she doesn't." He tried to leave, but his car wouldn't start. No signal, no internet, just fog and endless trees. That night, he covered every reflective surface. He moved the desk in front of the bathroom door, but at exactly 3 a.m., the lights flickered and died. The humming returned, louder this time, from inside the bathroom. A voice whispered, "You're already here. You never left." Miles froze as the towel he had draped over the mirror slid to the floor by itself. In the mirror, he wasn't alone. She stood behind him, smiling, her mouth stretching wide, her eyes empty voids. She whispered again, this time right in his ear, "Let me write with you." The next morning, room 217 was empty, the bed untouched, laptop closed. No sign of Miles. Esther sighed when she saw the room key left on the desk. "Another one," she muttered when she entered the room. To clean, she paused at the mirror. Scrawled in deep, jagged letters across the glass were the words, "I'm not done writing." No guest by the name of Miles Everhart was ever found in the registry, but every now and then, the mirror in room 217 fogs up on its own, and when it does, someone always disappears.